In this learning, we are talking about risk and reward of call option seller. So we will be preparing worksheet and graph when you are call option writer. So we are putting you in the shoes of call option writer for the purpose of this learning. Let us first of all understand the scenario. The scenario is that you have written a call option, and this call option is of DEF Limited, and you are writing one call, and the strike price is $35 per share, and you have received a call option premium. Before we build your risk reward worksheet and also draw a graph, it is a good idea to understand the outlook. So as a call option writer, you are shorting the call option. In one of the previous learnings, we have learned all these outlooks that you have in various situations. So when you have call option written, your outlook is bearish. And bearish outlook means that you are expecting that this underlying stock, its price would actually go down. And you will get to keep all the premiums that you have received as call option premium from the call option buyer. And let us talk more about call option premium. So as a call option seller, you will receive the option premium, of course, and you will receive it from whom? You will receive it from call option buyer. And in this option contract, you have received call option premium of $1.75 per share. And in this learning, this premium is represented by CO, C naught. And let us now talk about what obligation you have as a call option writer. If you are assigned, you are obligated to sell the underlying stock at $35 per share. So that is your obligation to the call option buyer. So call option buyer has a right to buy the shares on expiration time or before expiration time at exercise price, and you have obligation to sell the underlying stock at the strike price. So that is your obligation. And please remember, when we are creating risk reward worksheet and graph, we have to pay attention to the exercise price. Exercise price is also known as a strike price, the strike price that has been agreed upon. And in this example, $35 per share is the exercise price. This is being agreed upon already, right? So when would be a situation that would be favorable to you as a call option seller? So as a call option seller, you have received the premium from the buyer, and you have said that, okay, I have obligation to sell you at $35, and your outlook is bearish. So you will expect that on expiration or before expiration, the price would stay less than the strike price of $35. Right? So if it stays at $35, less than $35, then you won't be assigned, right? And you would get to keep the premium, the option premium that you have received. So that would be a favorable position, right? So if the price stays in the market below 35, then definitely buyer would buy from market and not from you at the exercise price, which is higher than 35, right? Or equal to 35, and you will get to keep all the option premium that you have received. So that would be a favorable position for you. But sometime future is uncertain, of course, things can go against you, right? The position that can go against you is that any time the market price of the stock goes above $35, then you will be assigned, because it is selling in the market at more than $35. Then the option buyer would tell you that, okay, you will be assigned and you will have to sell at 35. Right? So if you don't already have it, right, then you will buy it from the market at a price greater than 35, maybe 40, and then sell at 35. So this is a position which is against you, and you will have to, you will be occurring losses in that situation. And let us now see that, okay, we are preparing risk reward graph. Yes, for you as call option seller, but what is the expected range of variation that we will consider while preparing this worksheet. So this risk reward worksheet has been prepared that okay, market price of share ranges between 20 to 55. And actually let us go to the worksheet, and this price on expiration, this range, we can plot it. So select first cell, hold shift key, and then drag it towards the end. So this way you will be able to plot the price 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55. And remember exercise price is 35. So let us draw it as well or plot it as well, and then payoff to the call seller. When you are a call seller, your payoff is computed with this formula, and let us dissect this formula. So this formula has two numbers. The first number is 0 and the second number is ST minus X. What is ST? ST is market price and X is strike price. So these two numbers would be compared, 0 and second number ST minus X. These two numbers will be compared and we will find the maximum of these two numbers. And then we place a minus sign before that numbers. So that would be the payoff to the call seller. So let us compute this in the worksheet. So I am into this cell, which is B5 cell, and this formula is right here, and then we have computed this number and it comes out to be 0. So when we drag it to the last cell in the row, so this is our payoff. So this is the payoff to call option seller. And then remember you have received call option premium and it is $1.75 per share. Let us put it into row 4 of our worksheet, and then let us now compute the profit per share to you as a call option seller, and this is nothing else but a payoff per share plus option premium. So the formula is B5 plus B6, and in cell B5 we have payoff per share, and then in B6 we have option premium per share. So if we drag it, so this is the profit per share to you as call option seller, and it stays 1.75 up to $35. $35 means when the market price stays up to $35, but as your outlook was bearish but prices have started going up, in that case you will be losing these amounts per share. And the formula for profit to the call seller is given here. So this is essentially payoff plus option premium, and this is the profit to call seller. Now remember, whenever you are making option contract, you have to see how many option contracts are made. In this example, we are assuming only one option contract has been made, so 100 shares are involved. And eventually you would like to compute your total profit, right? Already you have computed profit per share to you as a call option seller, but when you have to compute total profit, in that case you will times your per share profit with the number of shares. And let us do that in worksheet. So in worksheet, first of all we will drag this number which shows number of option contracts, and it is one only, and number of shares are definitely 100 times number of option contracts, which would stay 100 in all the situations. And finally we will calculate the total profit from option writing as per the formula just shown. So this is total profit to you as option seller. So in order to draw the graph, we will select these cells in row 1 which are market price, and then we will hold the control key and select the last row, and then we will go to insert, and then we will go here in charts, and we will pick this one, and this is your graph as call option seller. And after drawing this graph, you can tweak it a little bit. I have drawn this line as a little dark colored, burgundy colored line. Let us finally do some analysis and interpretation of this whole contract. So here you have seen that your break-even point, it clearly shows on the graph. It would come at X, which is the expiration price, plus CO, which is the option premium that you have received. Expiration price is 35 and option premium that you have received is 1.75. So your break-even point would occur at this point, which is $36.75 per share. And what is your maximum profit? So maximum profit means price of share stays below 35. In this case, you will be on this green line. You will not be assigned, so you will get to keep all the option premium. So your maximum profit is your option premium per share times the number of shares, and in this case it is 100 shares. So your maximum profit is actually $175. But your losses can be unlimited losses. Why? Your losses will be unlimited when you are assigned, and you will be assigned when the price of share goes up. If it goes to 40, then your losses would be $325, and if it goes to 45, it would be $825, and if it goes to 50, it would be $1,325. So this way your loss will keep on going up as the market price of share goes up. So this way your losses can be unlimited, because we know that price of share actually in reality can rise to any level, right? It can even go to $100. Right? So this way you have the potential of having unlimited losses. So with this understanding, you should do the call option writing.